Welcome, everybody. Holy shit. Live streaming tonight on a fucking Tuesday
on a brand new platform.
on a brand new platform. I want to thank our special guest, or one of our special guests, for hooking us up with this platform. JB, he's going to be on in a second. And we got two other really special guests. And this isn't our normal fuckery, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some, but this is a very special episode. We dropped our episode today. Our latest one,
our regular audio episode.
Cumcakes.
Cumcakes came out today. Yeah,
they come out today, huh? Yeah. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's out on every major platform out there. Bar is fucking open. The battle bottle looks a little bit fuller because it's such an impressive bottle, and we know size is everything. I just refilled it.
Yeah, we went to the refilling station.
Yeah, but tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and kids of all ages above 18, we have JB. We have Mr. Chuckles McNasty. We have an artist with extreme talent, Miss or Mrs. Drew Moreland. I'm not sure if you're married or not. Can't see that far.
Oh, yeah. Of course I am.
Drew Moreland. There we go. And tonight we're celebrating the fucking soon release of Tales of Shock and Terror. Why don't you run down on this, JB? What happened here? How did this happen?
Well, before I do that, can I ask you one question real quick?
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to watch your latest episode yet, but is Cumcakes by any chance in reference to that lady that her husband put cum in all those cupcakes?
That would be it, exactly.
All right, I was
fucking
just curious.
horrible.
And I don't know if it's
I saw about that.
I already got the reference without listening, or but I love it. All right. Anyways,
With our show, that's pretty much the premise.
I like it. So when it comes to this comic book, we were really anal about it, and we really wanted to go all in on everything about it. It was an idea that I had about 2 years ago, and we're kind of waiting for the right people. And it takes a little bit to get everyone together. And after meeting Chuck and Ron, I mean, it was something I was like, you know what, these are definitely some people I want to write with. And then I met Drew here, and I mean, it kind of all fell in place. And surprisingly, it came together really quick. Drew showed me some of her artwork. I fell in love with it. I kind of already knew what kind of style it was and everything, and it kind of had that gritty kind of old school look that we were kind of trying to incorporate with doing a modern day comic book with a lot of inspiration from stuff like EC Comics, like basically everything you see behind my shelf. And I'm like, man, I'm really into it. Like, you could say I'm fucking super anal about EC.
Well, that's good. How long has I watched a few other of your interviews when you promoting this.
Guys, let me come back. My audio's been all weird.
Okay, how long has this been like floating around in your head?
Well, I mean, the entire idea and concept is something, like I said, that I thought about for about 2 years now. The project itself, from the start date of us actually beginning the work on it, I mean, what would you say, Drew? We're probably going on about 3 months.
Oh yeah, 3 months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we're definitely working on it. So about 3 months sounds about right to me. I'm definitely really excited to see where it's going to go. I know we've fucking worked our asses off for this to get to this point. I mean, let's be honest. The Kickstarter's been up for 4 or 5 days. We are 182% funded. We're doing really, really good.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And explain this Kickstarter. How does this all work? If somebody wants to pledge, say 5 to 75, is it?
4 to 75 actually. So I mean, we got lots of different kind of tiers going out, throughout it and everything. So basically, the way Kickstarter works is first off, none of the money will actually be coming out of anybody's accounts or anything until the end of the entire thing. And so I mean, April 2nd is our end date, and that'll be the day that money will start coming out of people's accounts. But
We're really anal about that, though. We got to make sure that's a.
we're super fucking anal.
Super anal about
everybody about this stuff with this. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad. We're basically like, when it comes down to it, I mean, as anally as you can anally be about any kind of project, I
It's a
am
lot.
that anally into it. And
All right.
you know, but we have a $4 digital copy pledge. So if you pledge $4, you will go ahead and get a digital copy of the comic book when it's released. For $5, you get cover A, which we have three variant covers. 3 of the variant covers are actually going to pretty much, for the most part, be basically only available on the Kickstarter for most people. Or if you decide to come to like a personal signing or something like that, you could probably get some of the other ones on an off chance there. Covers B, C, and D, if bought separately, are $10 a piece. We also have an all cover bundle, which is probably one of my favorite ones to try to talk people into, just for the simple fact that, you know, $25, you get all 4 fucking covers. I mean, it basically covers everything there. And then we got 2 dealer incentives, one for $40 where you get 2 of every cover, and for $75 you get 4 of every cover. And then for $75 also, you can get a hand-drawn picture of a of a monster type character from Drew, which is pretty awesome.
Getting kind of excited here. You're the artist of these covers, right? These ones right here.
Yes, I did all of them, all by hand too.
That's fucking amazing. That's
Thank
awesome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you like the artwork.
Well, I want to show 2 of my favorites right here. I don't know whose idea these were, but these 2 sparked a lot of curiosity and a lot of interest in me because I'm a fucking horror fan. Let's face it. Sanchez over here isn't much of one, but he has to deal with my horror love obsession.
I'll have it, but I ain't taking the dope. You know what I mean?
But Weather the Storm and The Mask. I've got to say those. I don't know. Those are my 2 favorite. They just sparked the interest and curiosity in me. Are those actual stories now? Those 2?
Yeah, they are fully finished. Basically, the comic book itself is actually finished. We are just waiting for the Kickstarter to be done, so we have the funds there to do all the printing. Luckily, we were very lucky that not only are we going to be able to be funded to actually get this printed, but Josh Neal is from Cutthroat Comics. You know, big shout out to him. He fucking really helped us out getting everything ready. And to say the least, this comic book will be put out by Cutthroat Comics and Publishing. So we do have a publishing company behind us with that. But the stories are done. Weather the Storm was actually done by Ron. And, you know, it's a pretty simple, straightforward story where, you know, sometimes with horror, I'd say one of the best ways to describe it is less is more. And it's a very intriguing story. I think if people read it and check it out, it's going to be something that kind of really can catch their attention and stick with them.
So you wrote a story then?
Yeah. We all Drew did the artwork. There's 3 short stories done by 3 other people. Chuck did one titled Pigheaded. And then the other one that you liked is actually done by me, Mask.
That's the crazy looking.
Yeah, the one with the eyeball and everything. And to say the least, if you're into horror, you're going to really like the story I wrote. If you're not, it's probably going to really disturb you. That's just being pretty blunt about it.
Let's not be anal about it, dude. If you're into gore,
I'm going to be anal about it. I'm going to be so fucking anal about it, dude. Your ass is going to hurt.
Most anal I've been exposed to in a long time.
It is a lot of anal. You have no idea, dude. Like, me and Chuck have been talking about anal stuff all fucking day and how anal we are about this comic.
Hell, I'm wearing an anal cunt t-shirt, so, you know.
He is. I really like his anal cunt t-shirt.
Drew speechless here tonight.
She had to go through this last time she was on the show with all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So much anal. Like, I just.
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
By the end of this, I hope everybody's asshole's blown out.
Well,
Oh,
That's for the next story. Yeah.
Right.
Tell us from the anal canal.
I love it. I love it.
so Chuck, your
You're
story.
probably not going to want to draw that one, though.
All of
Right.
it, chocolate starfish, right?
Right.
So Chuck, you're a writer, right?
Mhm.
You write horror stories, you write novels. This one, give us a little lowdown on what it's about.
Basically, it's about a guy who's kind of a piece of shit that lures women into his little trap, and he ends up basically like having sex with them and like stealing from them. And at the same time, around the area that he lives, there's a serial killer on the loose that is cutting off people's heads and replacing them with pig heads. And there's a whole reason behind it. But
Nice.
yeah, it's an interesting little, very Tales from the Crypt kind of story. Yeah, kind of cut dry, straight to the point for the most part. And it's my first time actually being published, so
That's fucking awesome.
yeah.
So how many pages are each story then? How long? How big is the comic book? Should I say?
Well, I mean, you got 3 short stories. Each one of them basically follows the EC format, and that means each one of them is going to run for about 7 pages.
Nice.
And like I said, all the artwork is fully hand drawn. And I mean, I'm really proud of this product that we're putting out, and I definitely think it's something that everyone's going to like.
Hey,
As I
JB,
was joking earlier, I hope everybody will buy 1 or 10 copies.
Yeah, are you planning on having this as a one-off deal, or do you see more issues coming down the pike?
I'm going to be super anal about that, man. We're going to get more, I think.
Nice.
Like a serial. So any of these stories bleed into each other? Like something has to do with the next story, or the next story has to do with the last story, or they're just 3 separate stories?
3 separate stories, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to have any kind of tie-ins later on in the other series.
Like little
So-
Easter eggs.
Yeah, I know that Mrs. Drew Moreland down here has actually mentioned to me about taking my story to another spot as well. So, it's definitely something that's in the realm of a possibility for sure.
We got a comment here from Sean. What's up, everyone? We're doing all right here. Thanks for joining the show.
what's up, Sean?
Mr. Smithson, I love you.
Thanks for tuning in to Happy Hour News Team. The fuckery has just began. So, this is Drew Moreland. What was it like being asked to draw your comic book? Is this your first comic book you've drawn, or have you done others?
so this is my very first official comic book I ever drawn before. I mean, I've drawn like little things, like comic strips and stuff like that for like entrepreneurs, certain designs. But for like publishing wise, this is my very first comic book.
So, very first being published also.
Yes, and I'm really excited. Like, I couldn't thank you guys for having me on the show. Plus, I like Jack Daniels. That's my go-to, by the way. I love it. But awesome. Also, the the Tales from the Podcast guys. I mean, they're fantastic. They brought me on this adventure. We built a really cool relationship with creating this comic book. And I mean, like, I think we all work together as a fantastic team. And I mean, this is like a first shot for everyone, and we got published. Like, it's really
Right.
cool.
Yeah, that's, you don't hear that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And I'm hoping there's more comics that come out. I pledged the $75 to get a hand drawn picture because I was an artist, I should say. Back in the day, I drew all the time. I'd draw tattoos, I'd draw pictures, but growing up, I kind of got married and lost time somewhere. So I just haven't drawn anything, and I'm excited to see your work. So
Ooh, I'm excited for you. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to hang it up on your wall.
I told JB I'm going to hang whatever picture I get. It's going right here somewhere.
Somewhere.
I got it going for our YouTube plaque when we get 1 million subscribers. It's going to be a ways, but yeah.
I also told him he needed to buy the 4 covers and get them blacked and put them up there. Like, go send them into CGC and just get them in the, get them slabbed up.
In a shadow box.
It's always nice to have a nice slab. They look pretty.
Look at that.
Especially if you do it fast enough, you can get a 9.8. Ooh.
Hey JB, your microphone doesn't even sound like it's really like on almost. It sounds different from usual.
Really?
I mean, we can hear you, but like I don't know. It just sounds like
Oh,
I'm not being anal or nothing. It's really like low. Like
No, I
doesn't-
understand. You were
There you
being
go.
very anal about it. I
There you go.
definitely
Much
gotta
better.
say,
Much
yeah,
better.
There you
Not a problem.
Damn, it's like you were using your laptop mic or something.
Well, to be fair, I have 5 microphones hooked up right now.
Oh,
So I didn't check my
Ooh.
settings. Yeah.
Would
I
you
know.
say you're anal about your microphones?
I would say I'm completely anal about sound equipment. I am horrible. I understand, dude. I definitely do. By the way, no, not a problem, Sean. You're very welcome for all the love I give you. And I see that Corey's in here too. Corey, man, thanks for joining in, dude. You're a great guy. I definitely got to give him a shout out too. I'll be on recording on his show here, I believe tomorrow night, doing the From Under the Canopy podcast, which him and Corny do and everything, and there's some pretty cool guys over there for sure.
you have to forgive me if I don't get to the comments right away. I'm new here.
Oh, I always, anytime I do a show, I read them as they happen. You would say that I'm very
Anal about it? Yeah.
I am. Whatever. I have problems. Very anal problems.
I've been titled comic book release. We could have just named it Anal.
Yeah.
Final frontier.
Our website.
JB, I think they're thinking that we say it too much. I
No,
don't know.
actually, we should have a fucking anal counter on the screen here. Instead of F-bomb counter, we should have the anal counter.
There you go.
Right?
Perfect.
The idea.
That's a great idea. It's a wonderful idea, actually.
I'm going to look forward to in the future, people out there in podcast land, because we will be going live every Thursday now, and I'm only going to either get better or worse at this. Who knows? It depends on how fast that bottle disappears.
Yeah,
That's understandable.
It usually does me wonders, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I always wondered the next day. So, back to this comic book here. We got 3 stories by three authors that hopefully turn into a series of books in the future. And I want to talk a little bit more about this art here. How long did it take you to draw these separate stories? I mean, there's 3 stories, so you had 3 different ideas you had to go off of.
Oh, wow. Okay. So one page took about a minimum of 7 hours to do because I had to draw it 4 times. So an equivalent with all the pages, I exceeded over 267 hours with drawing this whole entire comic book by hand.
By hand.
Yeah. So what I did was I turned my art studio into how they would do back in the 50s. And I had to make a giant light board.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah.
The what?
With a light board, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I had to create this whole light board that was the size of a table to put these pages on. And I had to first start off with tracing paper, then pencil it onto the actual paper. And then once it was done, then go to my draft table and then draw it all out and then ink it. So 4 times of drawing. And if you make one mistake, literally it's back to the drawing board.
all the lettering also.
Yes.
Damn.
So have you ever done any of that panel style of work before? You know how they do the insets and the like where you have one panel with a huge background behind it of another panel. I don't know if I'm saying this right.
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean like there's some samples on your Kickstarter page where says page number 5, Weather the Storm, where you've got some creature work up on the top 2/3 of the page, and then you've got 2 panels underneath, but the bottom right panel bleeds up into the upper panel.
Yeah. That definitely happens from time to time, and
I'm not
there's quite a few. There's scenes like that around the entire thing where things are jumping off of certain panels and entering into others at the same time. It's one of the things that I think really kind of makes this book stand out is the way that we really gave Drew a lot of artistic freedom with this, and the direction
Definitely.
she was able to take it with that and kind of push the limits on some of the stuff and kind of give it a different appearance for doing a horror comic book. And I think some of the stuff that actually really makes this book shine.
She was really good about checking with us whenever she was starting her stories to make sure that she had everything in mind that needed to be done or whatever. And once we all really kind of started clicking more, it was kind of like, do whatever you got to do. I trust you. I mean, she asked me a few ideas. We worked on some ideas about how certain characters look and whatever, and she took it and ran with it. And yeah, I'm super impressed and proud of her for it, because that's a lot of work, man. So hats off to you, Drew.
Oh, thanks, man. It's you guys wrote the story. I just drew it.
I'm sorry.
John says that's freaking amazing. A lot of time, Drew, and also looks freaking amazing. Can't wait to get his. So
yeah. Sean was one of the first people to go ahead and do his pledge, and it's greatly appreciated. Sean's actually been one of the people that I can honestly say, has supported us from the beginning on almost every project that we've started with.
Yeah, 100% on that.
He's a great guy. I'm happy to call Sean a friend, even though he made me watch that stupid fucking werewolf movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was
No, it's actually this whole thing has gotten when we first had the idea, when the idea was first brought to me about putting out a comic book, I was kind of like, all right, yeah, let's do it. If it happens, it happens. And the more things got talked about, and then Cutthroat Comics and Drew was doing it, and then the more progress was made on stuff, it got more exciting. And I did struggle a little bit with the story, just because it was kind of short notice kind of thing. I'm kind of a thinker, I have to think on certain shit. But we're at the point right now where shit's happening so fast that it's got me all uber excited, like a chihuahua trying to get anal from somebody's arm. That's how excited I am about this project.
Hey.
And, a dog trying to get anal would be a chihuahua.
I know I've got one completely.
So much anal. How much anal does that dog get?
I don't know. How many more times can you say it? Because it's probably that much.
You know how to stop a dog from humping your arm?
Anal.
No, you suck his dick.
Gross.
I know. That's what we're all about here,
Did
right?
you learn that one from
yeah.
experience, or is it?
No, I read a lot of books.
About what? Yeah.
Anal, of course.
Oh God.
Episode, right?
But yeah, seriously, this has been super cool, and I am happier than a pig in shit when it comes down to this whole thing. This is something I've always wanted to do, is be a part of a comic book in some shape or form. And the more that things went on, the more I realized how much I really did have that dream to have a comic out. And this is super fucking cool. So everybody that supported it, thanks. Definitely big ups.
You're definitely welcome. I encourage everybody there. I have I don't want to close out of this tab because then I'll probably lose you guys. But I have a link here for the Kickstarter. If anybody out there is interested in donating to this project, to this endeavor, this fucking awesome, I don't know what to call it, this awesome shit. Here you
Awesome
go.
shit's worked.
I'm going to post this link here. Anybody check this out. You can get yourself a cover, set of 4 covers. You get yourself a hand-drawn picture from Mrs. Drew Moreland here herself. And I would like mine signed.
I got you.
You'll never see it on eBay because it's going right fucking well.
Unless you become really famous, then it might be going on eBay. The one day Shanty goes on there is like, oh man, the other one sold for $5,000. Okay, I'm gonna put this on eBay.
That's why I love you, Shaney, man. Like, I mean, the fact that just you've been very supportive since me and you've known each other. You've been very supportive of the underground, no matter what it is. I mean, my band, you've been very supportive of, like what we do on our podcast, and like all this shit, man. Like, you're great, man. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for having us on. Thanks for being supportive.
That's how, man. You've been supportive with my band as well.
Yes. Should we post a link to your band too, JB?
Only my band.
No, fuck you, motherfucker. I will be anal about that.
You can be. It's okay because my band's gonna anally butt fuck you to your band ain't a band no more.
Buster.
Nicely done, JB.
I still only have one song out.
That's all it takes. One hit wonder.
Right, my one hit wonder. Some things end in hugs by the legitimate.
By the end of it's gonna be some things end in anal. That's gonna be the part 2 of it.
Some things end in anal.
Some things do end in anal.
Right.
Like prison.
No, that's
Right.
Or Bill Cosby's dressing room, but that's not the point.
Oh,
Are you
oh
sure
man.
it was anal?
Jesus.
It had to have been. Had to have been.
Where is this going?
Well, probably going in the ass.
Someone
Perfect.
needs to like tally all this up and see like how many times the word anal appears in this episode.
We need an anal counter.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Ain't it?
It is.
It's an amazing idea. It's a fantastic idea. It's wonderful. It's fantastic.
Not so much.
Amazing.
Maybe that's why. That's why we don't have that many viewers.
It's the anal show?
Anal Destroyer.
That should be your band name. There might be already be a band, but hey, if it's
It
not,
probably
it's yours,
is.
buddy.
If it's not, it'd be really fun trying to make the graphic artwork for it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
To draw that.
Anal Destroyer.
I don't want to put Drew through that. I already
I mean,
through the
We
Taylor
could
of
probably
drawings
make
and
like a
all this
black
shit.
hole.
Just a black hole.
Wait,
Yeah. Like,
That's-
in space.
That's the next comic. Anal Destroyer.
Yeah,
Black-
you
Come on. Let's
Yes.
do
can
it.
have Uranus, the planet, with a black hole. Self-explanatory right there.
The wheel's turning. The wheel's turning.
Fair
I got
enough.
ideas.
I was thinking the cover art could be more of like somebody bent over with an M80 like in their ass.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Anal Destroyer.
I think that would definitely destroy it for sure.
Definitely.
Tales from the Anal Destroyer. How about
There
that?
we go. There we go. That's the title.
That
I
could
have
be.
Boom.
a feeling that
Mind
probably
blown.
won't
It's in
get
the
backed
books.
as much though. We're at like I said, 182% backed on this one. I got a feeling like we're gonna get stuck at like 20% on that book, and
Yeah.
it'll probably be mostly donations from myself.
Bullshit. No bullshit. We put out a comic book called Anal Destroyer. It's selling. Okay.
I
Like,
need to-
bottom line, I guarantee it would
You'd
sell.
have to come up with a good.
It would go
plot.
aluminum.
It would have to be a superhero comic book about a guy that like solves crimes by destroying their anus.
No. A superhero that's an ex-porn star.
What does-
We'll talk. We'll talk. We're
They have to
hijacking
have
here.
a butt chin.
He has to
Alright,
have a
I'm
butt
down.
chin.
Yep.
I'm down. All right.
Sorry, guys. We didn't mean to hijack talking about anal.
Well, I think we
Destroyers.
just definitely have our own kind of new anal comic book getting ready to come out.
I think it's going to be a new anal comic. There we go. It's going to be great.
We got to think of a really cool kind of suit for him, though.
Toilet paper.
It's gonna be great. I'm thinking like almost like a Superman suit, but add
Well, he can have like a butt
shots.
plug for a helmet.
Yeah,
I mean, like it'd just be like kind of like almost a Ren and Stimpy kind of thing. That'd be cool.
definitely.
I think Drew could do this. Drew, I think you're gonna have fun doing this
I'm
comic.
100%
So
in that he has
is-
to have chaps though.
So the main move, the question is the main move. If he has the helmet, is he launching downwards?
Right into the asshole. If he's not anally destroying, then he's not
Like-
the anal destroyer.
Like,
Like
from
Judas-
the
like-
sky, you know?
All right, I want you to go look at Judas Priest's album called "Ram It Down." Okay, and instead of the fist, you'll just have the helmet, it'll just be pointed down, but you'll have the earth opening up like a butthole, like anal's about to happen.
There's a lot of anal. That's gonna be really hard to top.
Anal destroyer.
Sure what to say.
I got your pun there.
I like it. I love the idea.
The butt plug would be on a football helmet, so he's kind of protected. Practice safe, anal destruction is what you're saying.
That would be the line at the end of every issue. Practice safe, anal destruction.
Did you just push something to echo your voice? Because that was amazing.
I didn't. Am I echoey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Never mind.
do I need to go out and go back in?
You're a little echoey, but not bad.
So you can hear, like, you can. It's okay.
Just a tad.
Should I go? I mean, should I go back and like?
No, I wouldn't, because I don't think it's us actually. Because I heard it a little bit on myself too. I think it's happening on Shanty's end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Don't worry about it.
It's
I can
usually
start singing Pink Floyd for you.
It's always our fault. Like I said, there's not a time that we don't go live that we don't trip over our own dicks. So.
Oh no, we get it.
It happens.
And
Oh
that's
yeah.
tripping over your own dick.
So how long you been an artist, Drew? You've always been doing this, or what other kind of art do you do?
Okay, cool. So, I
Back in
do-
the conversation, right?
so I do drawings. I do tattoos, graphic designs, visual effects, which is like the effects you would see in movies. And also I have a film company, Panic Terror Films. So
God,
that's
I got that link up.
the what?
Yeah, I should have had that link ready to go. I had no idea.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that's the art that I do. And I love it. I mean, I love making stories and drawing things,
You're an actual tattoo art. You do tattoos, or you just draw the flash?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, so I do some tattoos, and I was apprentice for a while, and then eventually over time I got my equipment. I got like a rotary and everything like that, and I just been doing tattoos, and they're pretty cool. You should check them out. I'll send you some pictures.
State are you in?
The what?
What state are you in?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, you're in PA. Oh shit, it's way on the East Coast. Yeah, we're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. We're North Dakota, if you didn't know.
Well,
Yeah.
Literally in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, you guys can always take a vacation to Pittsburgh.
We could. We could.
And right now it's a balmy 11 below zero.
Yeah.
No, yeah, fuck that shit. It's
Yeah.
still cold here though, but
Everybody who I talk to, I said, "Where you at?" From North Dakota. Fuck that shit.
Yep.
yeah, can you blame them though?
I'm in bumfuck Kentucky, so I get it.
So
Kentucky has some cool things though. I mean, like, you got a lot of family there, so it's easy to get a girlfriend. Maybe they'll be into anal.
You're an anal hole.
what do you call a 12-year-old running for her life from her? No, I can't remember. Never mind. A Kentucky joke, actually. Never mind.
Okay.
I'd say it.
That's a stand up like thing right there. You just go on stage, just like, I got a joke. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Everybody waits around for you to tell a
never
joke.
get further than the first few words.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
So you said you had some goals here for this Kickstarter, and you reached the first one within how many hours was it?
Well, I mean, it was. I think we hit our first stretch goal by like the second or third day. I think it was the second day, and I mean, we're getting really, really close to being able to hit our second one already. And I mean, if we keep going at the rate we're going, hopefully we'll be able to hit all of them. But
So what are these goals, and what are the, I don't know what the hell you'd call them, the
stretch goals.
The stretch goals, yeah.
Right. So with the stretch goals, we're doing a few things. So first off, to kind of let people know, the publisher is out of Ohio, where I live, and so shipping the books to everybody is very risky when it comes to damaging a lot of it. So the stretch goals are kind of limited when it comes to signatures. But like we've already unlocked the 500 one where I am going to be signing all the books. For $600, our publisher is also going to help us and sign some of the books as well. $700. Once we hit that goal, our publisher, Josh Nealis, is going to be giving everybody one of his comic books digitally. Turkey Sharks #1, which is a pretty cool indie, like superheroes type comic book. It's a lot of fun. I own all 4 covers of that comic book. I really love that one.
Do you think you want to do a crossover book with the Anal Destroyer and the Turkey Shark?
He might. I don't know.
That could be interesting idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Hey, go on. I'm sorry, I may interrupt you, bro.
It's okay. The next stretch goal actually involves you, Mr. Nasty.
Me?
Yeah, so for $800, we're doing what we're going to be calling nasty sketch cards, where Chuck's going to be drawing some nasty pictures, probably a lot of penises, and we're going to be sending them out to people.
I'm going to draw one right now.
Unsolicited dick pics, huh?
They're real dick pics. He's just putting them on paper. Like, it's all size to likeness, too, guys.
Oh.
The stretchable anal, just a rumor I heard. It's weird because I heard the same one. For $1,000, we're also going to be doing some Tales of Shock and Terror buttons. And Corey says, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." And yeah, Corey, you definitely need to, 100%. Fucking show that artwork off. We definitely.
Here's a sneak peek of one of the cards. That's going to the pot. That's amazing. We're gonna put that over here. All right.
I will say though, if we're able to get past all those stretch goals, I am in talks about something really cool I can do, and well, basically, it'd be trading cards. So yeah, that's I don't know exactly where I'll put that in at, but I mean, if we get further enough in these stretch goals and past them all, that's going to be the next thing I do, probably at like a 1200 rating on there for those. But definitely got to get that far first. It's not like it's out of the realm of possibilities. We got 38 days left, and at the moment we are, like I said, but we're well over 100% funded. I believe we're still at 182%. So, and we're about $55 away from the second stretch goal. So, I mean, we're doing pretty good at the moment.
So,
can always do better though.
Is that when these items become available?
No, the way stretch goals work is basically, all right, we hit 500. Everybody who wants their comic book is getting assigned. Once we hit 600, Josh is going to be signing them. Once we hit 700, everybody who made a purchase on there is getting that comic book. So every time we hit that goal, it's just added into it. So, in a way, what it does is it entices everybody who's actually done something already. So, for instance, Shanty, you went ahead and you purchased something.
Yep.
Comic book, but you purchased something. I got to tease you.
I didn't know where to find the comic book.
It's right on the same page.
Is it? Well, I just went to the highest donation, and I said, fuck yeah, I want that with a drawing, and that's what I got. I figured it came with a comic book.
No, you just bought the drawing. To be fair, though, the artwork is super expensive when you buy artwork. But basically, though, with these, I forgot what I was even saying before that, but
stretch goals.
Yeah, as we hit those goals. So when we hit $800, everybody that's purchased the comic book is going to be getting some nasty sketch cards. So I mean, it's just
more buttholes.
So people out there listening and watching us right now, go to that link I just shared on all these platforms that we're streaming on. Check it out if it's something you're interested in. Pretty much click that fucking link. click on the $75 donation. Get these guys to their goals. I mean, these are independent, not local here, but local where they're at. Just people that had a dream and want to put it out there and just buy the shit, right?
I'm on your Kickstarter page. I don't
Yeah.
see anywhere here where you can buy a comic book.
See?
All right. Are you on the computer?
Yes.
All right. Scroll down.
Going down.
Do you see the picture where it says Comics Wellspring Kick-Ass with crowdfunding, and it has like a gecko on it?
Hold on. How far down?
Where it says story.
I'm looking for a gecko.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything like that.
Well, here, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen with you and actually
Okay.
give you a full idea so you can actually see exactly what this is. Because I don't want there to be any kind of confusion with this at all.
You can do that. That's right.
Yes, I can. So, all right, this is the Kickstarter page. And if you scroll down and you keep scrolling down right here, you can pledge with no reward right there. You can buy the digital copy right there. $5 for the regular copy, $10 for the other covers, $25 gets you all 4 covers, $40 gets you 2 of every cover, $75 here will get you 4 copies of every cover.
But wait, there's more.
There is, yeah. For the last one of $75, you can get a 14 by 17 drawing that will be hand done by Drew Moreland. And those are all of our tiers. They are all right there on the side, all able to be pledged at, and all greatly appreciate if anybody can get those. And those pop up literally right underneath everything right here.
The right-hand side.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely did what we could to try to make it as easy as possible for people.
I am so glad that you have a hand in this, helping me do this stream, because I'm lost.
It's no problem. I'm definitely happy to help. That's for sure. That's definitely. And thanks, Dave. We Dave Robinson says congrats to me, you, and Drew. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And Dave, you're
Thanks,
gonna have to
man.
go ahead and get yourself 1 or 10 of these comic books.
Yeah,
One-
Dave,
Preferably the latter.
get them.
And if this turns into a series, oh man, like the Tales from the Crypt, just a monthly, or maybe, I don't know about monthly, but maybe every 2-3 months have a new book come out, or 6 months.
Have something special. Yeah.
Yes.
You're going to stick with the project, right?
Get 20, Dave. Well, if it gets to that point, like I would love it. I like I said before, I think you can tell I'm a Tales from the Crypt fan.
Yep.
I got 1 or 2 things on a shelf behind me that kind of shows it.
You are anal about that. I ain't gonna. I mean, that's just the truth.
Can you blame me?
No, dude, it's
I got
amazing.
a lot of time, money, and effort wrapped up in that.
Hey,
And
man,
I
get it.
that is one of the very few things in my life that I love. One day
Next to anal?
next to anal, and yeah, I was gonna say next to my kids, but probably.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Well, it's true
Oh.
though. I definitely like my comic books, then anal, and then my children. That's a bad joke.
It's so bad. Oh, I love you, JB.
I know, but no, I mean, it would be an amazing dream and an amazing feat if we are able to do this full time. And
Yeah.
let's be honest though, Drew will probably hate the fucking shit out of us if we're able to do this more.
Nah, I love you guys, man.
Right? She's gonna
Like,
she'd probably figure out a way to fucking take shortcuts though. Be like, all right, but your characters are gonna look the same for every fucking thing we do though. It's like I'm not drawing more people.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Are you down for the long haul if this turns into a series and you want to keep drawing for them? Is it something that you're really interested in?
well, I mean, I love working with these guys, and I want to continue. I mean, it's whatever they want to do. If they feel free to want another artist, I'm totally for it. But so far, I mean, if they want me to draw something, I'm down.
That's
You know?
awesome.
We have such a good dynamic. We work so good together. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like all of us. Like I mean, keeping in touch and getting our ideas out there and stuff, man. Like I couldn't even fathom the idea of having anybody else. I'm pretty sure I speak for JB as well. Like
I've made my opinion very clear, especially to Drew, and yeah,
It's very
100%. That's how I feel about it. Like for this project to work, you know, yeah, I guess anybody can kind of like put it together, but for it to work at the caliber that I wanted to work with, the art kind of style that I wanted it to have, we found the perfect person with having her do this with us.
100% yes.
and that's I was just going to say it's very rare to just right off the bat find somebody that clicks with you and is willing to do that kind of work and stay with you. I mean, you guys got something fucking magical going on right now. I can't wait to find the link to go buy the comic, and I'm going to buy it. And then any others that are out there, I'm going to buy them because I'm going to support you guys because I love horror, right, Sanchez?
He loves horror.
Right. And Sanchez loves horror so much, he's going to get some too, right?
He loves horrors.
And just loves horrors. Yeah, I was just
Right. Well, you're going to have to use that $75 incentive that you would normally have gotten and get yourself a good BJ after the show.
If I had $75, I would.
From a North Dakotian woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh no, no.
Probably won't be that great.
If I had that, I'd have change left over.
yeah.
$5, I'm going to get one of them Minnesota.
So-
Oh, God.
Where can we find you guys? All right, I posted the Kickstarter link. Chuck Nasty, you got a podcast out there. Why don't you give us a little plug on what you do and how I found you?
Well, I have the Nasty Nation, which is just me spouting off about things that go on in the world. Anything I feel like basically it's a bitch fest for me, and I give it a release, and some people enjoy it. Sometimes I get really serious, which is actually like something that you always said you liked. When I did the Somewhat Sober Sundays.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I quit doing those because there hasn't been too many Somewhat Sober Sundays. Anyway, but yeah, like I do Nasty Nation. I interview bands and stuff. I haven't done interviews in a while. I'm trying to get some shit going with that. I do Graveyard Talk, my buddy Whitman, where we talk about horror movies. I do here recently. I do them Video Store Clerks, which is four or five of us, depending on who can't make it and who can. Just talking about just whatever. We start with a topic and then it goes to like 8 other topics, and it's a big comedy thing. It's fucking hilarious. It's great. And of course, Tales from the Podcast /2G1C.
That's true. Also, I'll vouch for that one.
Do him. Hey, look, we're not gonna talk about my kings.
This is something that Sean's really going to be able to relate on, but I hear they use a strap on that's kind of like the American Challenge.
That one spelled backwards is right.
Do what?
What? I was saying. Oh, yeah. You're on 2G1C, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Anal. But yeah. So that's all the podcasts that I do. Of course, I have my band. Can I plug my band real quick?
Your fucking band, man. I love it.
Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat. You can find us on Facebook, on Spotify, all those other little fucking places.
Right fucking there.
Videos on YouTube, things of that nature. Yeah. I was gonna point out the fact that you've had that nice little sticker on your computer, and I appreciate that. And you've got one of our shirts, one of my favorites.
I do.
Goat with 6 eyes.
Tonight I'm wearing the Tales from the Podcast. I had to.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, man. Thanks, definitely.
Hey, support you. I'll buy shit.
Underground sticks together, no matter what that means. Different genres, different styles. Underground sticks together, and that's why I love the Happy Hour News team so much, because you all are fucking underground. You don't give a fuck. And God damn it, hell yeah.
Nope. All right, Drew. How about you? where can we find your artwork? Where can we find you work at a local shop there in PA, or
All right, so you can find me if you search Panic Terror Films, or if you look my name up, and then you'll get access to Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that fun stuff, and where all my artwork is displayed. And if you want it like artwork as well, I get people who message me asking for like custom designs, like for example, like for Christmas stuff, like I do like portraits of their pets, you know, like I did like a Star Wars portrait, which was pretty funny, of someone's dog.
my wife is a big fan of Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I got Darth Vader here, so
Nice.
yeah.
I'm a little bit of a fan.
I was gonna say, somebody's pretty anal about Star Wars, JB.
Yeah, I know. I
Heard.
can't put that collection on my wall though.
No, those Skywalker butt plugs. I wouldn't let anybody see those either.
Yeah, yeah.
They glow in the
you're
dark.
right.
He's told me things. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They do. They do. I play them off as just other kinds of toys, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to figure out what they were.
the page here real quick. I hope I got the right one for Mrs. Drew Moreland on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Check out Panic Terror Films. Panic Terror. Okay. Hope I didn't give somebody the wrong plug.
No. You actually got the right one and everything, man.
Nice. I'm going to subscribe here as soon as I'm done because I really can't multitask right now, as
Thank you.
has been shown. And anybody out there wants to subscribe to our channel, we are 20 away from 100.
Yeah.
So we got 999,900 left until we get our YouTube plaque on
Right.
the wall.
And he can
So-
hardly wait.
People out there, spread the word. JB, tell us where we can find Tales from the Podcast here, 2G1C.
Well, basically, to make it super easy for everybody, if you go to talesfromthepodcast.com, every fucking picture is going to be a link to some form of social media. So when you see all the podcast logos near the top, every one of those pictures is going to send you to that corresponding link and that catcher. If you take it and scroll down, you'll see links for the Facebook, the pages, the Instagram, blah, 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 the YouTube, the email. So you can contact me there. Basically anything. And if you go ahead and look on the Facebook page for us, which is available at talesfromthepodcast.com, there's a fucking phone number on there. Give me a damn phone call if you want to. I probably won't answer, but I might play you thing live if it's funny enough. And you talk about anal, I'll be down. I'll play it. And then if you even scroll that down just a little bit further, there's some links for the Kickstarter. There is links to our merch shop, which has some of the new merchandise that is kind of in correspondence with the comic book. Yeah, that stuff's at the TeePublic site at the moment, which is on there too. But this new merch site is only going to be up until the comic book ends, and then there won't be any of those merch items left.
Merchandise.
I'll be getting rid of all of that after then. But I mean, we've worked our ass off to make a good product. We hope everyone likes it seriously. And even though we're Chuck and I could say honestly are like super anal about this whole project. I'm sure to an extent Drew's probably pretty anal about it. I think this is something that we're all really proud of. We're really excited to have come out, and we're happy that we've had so much support from people, and hopefully that support continues and we're able to really push this comic book way past its stretch goals. Not only just because it's cool for us to be able to say like, yeah, we did all this, but like the more that we're able to do and the more people that are purchasing it, hopefully they're sharing it, because you guys, Shanty, like you're buying the comic book, man, like you're going to get more if this does well. And we're hoping that those kinds of things kind of trigger people and really get them to share it out. And, we want to be able to give everybody as much stuff as we possibly can.
Dude, we the fucking mood, man. You guys got an excellent product. You got an excellent artist. You have excellent stories and minds behind those stories. I hope you guys fucking succeed. I'm not looking for more shit. I'm I want you guys to succeed because when you do, I'll be like, hey, go check out season 2, episode 84 of my podcast. They were fucking there.
Well, regardless of if you want it or not, we as a group want to be able to give everybody who donates and everybody who's part of it as much as we can. We want to be able to do for the people that are doing for us. And that's if they ask for it or not. It's just the way we are.
I just want to throw something in real quick. On the cover that's from my story, there's a lot of Easter eggs hidden within the walls of that bathroom stall that is in that picture. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Look, everything's real. Well, just about everything. Yeah, everything's just about.
Right. Even the
I
part
can't remember.
about Chuck loving anal.
Yeah, no, that part isn't true. I didn't know that. Was that actually written in? That wasn't written in, was it? Okay, thank you. So no,
I'm not
so-
sure. He's like, fuck, you really got her to do that.
Now, although I appreciate you not doing that to me, Drew, I would have laughed still, and I would have thought it was
It's not
funny.
sent into the printer yet. I can digitally add that in.
No.
Aw.
No.
I
I'd be
mean,
like, well, this comic
No.
book is 99.9% hand drawn, except for Chuck loves anal, which I digitally added.
I want to thank you guys and ladies for being on our show tonight. We
Well,
know
thanks for having us, bro.
a lot of guests.
Guys,
Since you're here, we've got a little Florida man. If you guys are interested in something that we do to make fun of the people in the southern states. If you're interested, we got a Florida man story to end out the night because I promise the people in podcast land we have a lot of fuckery, and this is some fuckery. Sanchez, what's the story?
Actually, it's Florida woman.
Oh, Florida woman.
It helps if you can get a visual of her face, but we won't have to deal with that right now.
Oh, Jesus.
So, a woman arrested after exposing herself to St. Pete officer, police say. St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Petersburg police arrested a woman who they said cursed and exposed herself to a police officer near Williams Park. An affidavit said that Deborah LeBrock, 58, and trust me, this gal is a looker. City officer Thursday morning
No, she's
while
not.
she sat in her parked cruiser on 4th Street. I don't know. Stick your head over there. Look it out.
I see it. It's a good thing that they can't because
Yeah.
we'd probably lose all our fucking guests right now.
Yeah.
And look, they're going down. We got 6 now.
So she walked up to the cop and,
She started.
screaming and hollering that she got evicted from the park. And God damn it, she wants to be in the park. And the officer says, just go away and leave me alone.
Was she naked?
Well, no, not yet.
Oh, she became naked.
Well, she flashed her. She showed her hoo-ha.
The bottom or the top?
Well, the officer told her to stop yelling. According to the affidavit, LeBrock responded by lifting her dress and exposing herself indecently to the officer.
Would you like some Arby's?
Yeah, this was done as Americans were going by.
Yeah, drive through. She was a drive through.
she was
Like
arrested
some Arby's.
in Oregon. And it doesn't say if it was a
Oh.
Whataburger or a Hammond B3.
Well,
Ham and cheese on raw.
extra sauce, right?
Horsey sauce.
Well, that's a taste of our show for you guys who haven't seen, who follow Tales from the Podcast, G1C. We do fucked up stories off the internet, and we make fun of them, and we get drunk, and we have a good time. And it just so happens we have some really great guests tonight. Chuck Nasty, Drew Martin, and JB from releasing this fucking awesome comic that's coming out. And that's the only reason we brought you these guys here is because this is something I'm fucking interested in, and I'm going to make you interested in it. That's it. I mean,
And that's the bottom line.
fucking bottom line. You can find our fucking address, our web address, scrolling across the screen because we got this awesome fucking software that does this shit. We have a phone number that you could have called throughout the show and gave a shit, but nobody did. So
Because nobody does.
whatever.
Right. Hey,
Okay.
can I go ahead and show people something that you wanted to share with everybody?
I want you to, as long as it's not an asshole.
It's not. It's not. It's this very sexy woman.
Thank
There you go. There she is, guys.
you, JB. That is her.
Because that picture makes the story.
Can you imagine that value mail coming from under that?
Oh, Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like that's not get that shit. Her showing her shit off is not getting her anywhere.
It's like the Arby's slogan.
No.
We got the meats.
Oh,
I thought it was
oh God. Oh,
right.
that woman came from a fucking trailer park, like in the middle of nowhere. Like all her family lived in the same goddamn house.
She
They eat the same fucking plates the dogs do. I'm just saying.
Does she live in Kentucky? No, she's a Florida woman. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Florida, not Kentucky. Okay, like look, I know that we have like a bad reputation for this, whatever. Okay, that's yeah, that's all I can say.
Well, her eyes are at least a normal distance apart.
Oh God.
Usually, when they get really, really close together, you can tell the incest is there, and that's how you can tell a Kentucky baby.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Isn't that where the terminology comes in? Butterface?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, see, a butterface is like when her face looks like shit and her body's great. I'm pretty sure this woman's body is not amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Never
sure
know.
the whole thing is
Some are here, some are there, some are on the fucking
You're
road.
right, Joe. You never know. She might surprise us.
Just trying to find the best in everyone,
We do.
and
We do.
that's you know.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a fucking hell of a show. We won't be doing another one Thursday. We're going to wait till next Thursday to go live again. And we're going to go back to our normal fuckery, non-anal fuckery.
Anal.
Or extra anal fuckery.
Extra anal fuckery.
Ooh,
So
that,
much anal. Your anal. There's
Anal.
going to be so much anal.
oh,
So much anal.
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 I hope you guys, I didn't come up with an end screen for this. So have a good night, everyone. I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, all tens and tens of you. And we'll see you next Thursday. Hey, that's still cunt.
Yes, it is.
See you next
Thursday,
Thursday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tea.
And
That's-
Carrie's right. A little anal is fine.
But a whole lot's better, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Anal.